Yo, what's hood, what's good? Welcome back to another marvelous Monday here in the virtual man cave. And you already know what it is. It's D Rigger Presents Moments with Unc. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. All in
That's a
unison once
regular right
again.
there. That's a
You know what I'm
regular
saying?
right there.
Nate the Great doing what he do, son. But yo, man, let me introduce you to the crew. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do, yo. I got my homie D Rigger, aka Unc, the triple OG of the crew. You know what we do. And you know what I'm saying? You see Nate the Great right there, the MLB aficionado of the squad, man. And make sure you tune in this Thursday at 9:30, about 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Nate's on that West Coast, so it'll be about 8:30, 9 o'clock y'all time. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna break down everything that goes down in baseball and whatnot. Sorry that we missed last week. I had some personal things going on, so I'm gonna take that on the chin. Bow. That's on me, y'all. And you know me, I'm the one and only model citizen Jay from around the way. But what's good, family? How y'all feeling?
We here. Hope everybody had a great Easter.
Dylan.
And you know what I'm saying? Just helped and enjoyed some great weather. The great weather.
Not weather, but weather. That's when you know it's
Weather.
good.
The
You
weather.
put the V on it, good. That
Cause
good weather right there,
because you
boy.
don't know whether you getting good weather or not. So you might as well just say weather anyway.
Yep.
Weather
You're
is
gonna have to
good
deal
or
with
bad.
it. Whatever it is, you gotta deal with it.
Whatever.
Nah, that's what's up though. How y'all I know some of us may not be, super religious and whatnot. Some people call it Easter, some people call it Resurrection Sunday. But how'd y'all spend your time, man? How y'all spend this holiday weekend?
On the porch.
Okay.
Joking.
On the porch chilling. What about you, Nate?
I was in the crib, but I went to go spend some time with my sister and my niece and nephew. So
That's what's up.
They didn't have you out there Easter
Listen,
egg hunting, did
AK,
they?
AKA they was cooking, so I'm getting me a plate.
That probably what it was. Yeah.
my nephew out there like, Uncle Nate, you want to go play some soccer? I'm like, what?
Soccer.
We,
Of
we,
all the sports to be playing, you talk about running around all over the place. Nah.
we finished. Well, I mean, we played for a little bit in the backyard. You know, his basketball season over with right now. So
Okay, shout out to nephew playing multiple sports. You know what I'm saying? Keep the kids busy. That's what's up. He playing basketball, soccer, baseball, hockey. He do it all, B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go, Nate. There you go. That's why that hat's so big, because you be doing so many different things.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot, Nate gonna give us that MLS breakdown next year. You know what I mean? But nah, for me though, I kicked it out sort of like you, Nate. I spent it with the family and everything. Went down to check my mom's, whatever. My sister came up from Atlanta and whatnot. So me, the siblings, you know what I mean, the kinfolk, we had a good time on Sunday. Well, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we I went to my cousin's house. They had a little soiree and whatnot, as far as for the kids and stuff.
Why can't this be a party?
Because I'm trying to be fancy. I want to be fancy. I want to say soiree. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna walk in the kitchen and you swore away across that wooden floor.
Nah, they had to make sure we had the shootery board, you know what I'm saying? All different type of cheeses and all the cheeses and the strawberries and whatnot.
Shootery board.
Yeah, the shootery board. I don't know how did I say it right? Charcuterie. I don't know how to say it. You know, I'm uncivilized.
You not gonna catch me trying, right?
I appreciate it. I'm glad Alton not here.
Nah, fuck that.
Nah, but I just kicked it with the family, with the kinfolk, you know what I mean? But I think that's a perfect thing because we was all chilling, traveling and whatnot, except for Unc. You know what I mean? Unc was chilling on the porch.
On the patio.
On the patio, my bad. All right, so let me ask you the difference. What's the difference between the patio and the porch, yo?
The porch is elevated that comes from the front door or the back, and then it goes down some stairs. I got a deck, and then I got a cement patio below the deck.
So Unc is really letting y'all know, if you ain't got a deck and a patio,
you ain't
poor. You poor.
Your house ain't right.
You ain't living right.
I ain't say you was poor because you can get one. because that's what I did. I got
And
one.
you forgot to add what else? You
My
forgot the
wife
five
built
pit.
it.
You forgot the five pit.
Huh?
You forgot about the five pit, bro.
Oh. Well, that definitely has to sit out there with it. That comes with it for sure. You gotta get you a Snoop Dogg
Yo,
oven, fire oven pit.
or you could go to Costco and get them little outside
That
heaters.
one, yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
that's fire. That's
Hey, that
fire.
thing, yo, they work, bro. Them things, hey, that's a
Okay.
good purchase right there. For 200 before you get
Yeah.
you that canister, you don't think that little canister doing anything? One, it's keeping all that extra heat off of you, but you can feel the heat. Two, the smoke just funnels up. It doesn't get in your face. It's all good. Three,
Take it
it
from the take
does
it from the
cover the
OG.
surface. It does good.
Okay. Now, how close do you have to be in proximity to feel comfortable, to feel warm and stuff? You gotta
Bruh,
sit
I
close to it.
mean, I can sit right up. I don't sit up on it, but and I'm not big or long, but I say a legs distance from it. You can put have your legs out and then just kind of about legs distance from it, and you'll be comfortable. You won't need. It's not like it's gonna be too hot or anything. You'll be able to sit there. You'll be able to feel it, but it won't be no overbearing heat. It just lets out a nice warm, so you can have in the area. It's like nice surface area heat.
Okay.
It works wonderful. I mean, you can sit there and everything will be toasty without an issue. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I would say at least the legs was about 30. That's about 3 feet. Say about legs length. Everybody's legs are about at least 3 feet, 4 feet long, right? Let's go like that. So between 3 and 4 feet, sit away from it. You'll still get a good. You'll
Okay.
get a nice get a feel out of it. Yeah.
All right. So Nate, you heard that, right? You gotta get one of those Costco little space heater jump offs. You know what I mean? I don't know where
No,
you
with
gonna
the
put it,
fire
but
pit,
Unc
the
said you
fire
gotta
pit
get one.
one, the fire pit.
Okay, so the
Okay.
five, you just gotta get one. I don't know where you're gonna put it, Nate, but Unc said we gotta get one. I'm gonna sit one right in front of my
And
apartment
if
door.
y'all out there that's watching, y'all don't know, one of these days we're gonna go remote, which means right outside the door over here. And we're gonna do a show. We're gonna do a show from the remote area. We're gonna do it from the backyard.
Make sure you got make sure you got adequate light, Unc.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. We're
Yeah,
gonna
because
have it
you
all
sit
set
back there,
up.
you in the shadows. You look like Blank Man and stuff like that. You creeping in the shadows. But speaking about
We're gonna have
creeping,
all that taken care of. We're gonna have that fixed.
but speaking about creeping, though, the first topic of the night, gas prices have been creeping up. They've been jumping, they've been sliding, they've been running up. Yeah. What's up, man? What's going on with with the price of gas nowadays, man? This
Yo.
war really got us hurt. Cause
At first they told us that we produce more than anybody in the world, but you let this happen. Why you let it happen? How it happened, man? It was Biden's fault. Somebody need to get rid of that old man. I'm just saying, he
man,
tripping.
I know in California it's like $10 a
No,
ten
no, no,
dollars a
no, no.
gallon.
Hey, ho. Wait.
It's not that high.
Time to do the disclaimer.
Ladies and
It,
gentlemen, the words,
it,
views, and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the speaker and the speaker only. Do not believe anything that we say. Fact check. Okay? Fact check, fact check, fact check. Okay? Now, nobody on this platform can be held accountable for the statements, comments, views, or opinions of anybody else. We do not represent the Virtual Man Cave platform in any way, shape, form, or fashion. We only represent ourselves as an individual entity. Boom. So yeah, with that being said, gas prices like $10 in like California,
It's
bro.
not $10. Actually, we already got this. Our executive producer Mandy went out there. She lived right there in Southern California in the San Fernando Valley. $5.66 for regular, $5.98 for Supreme. Diesel is a
Well,
dollar more. Diesel is a dollar more.
right
Six.
now, what I'm looking
It's
at, I believe
crazy.
Mandy because she's out here. According to AAA, the gas prices currently for regular gas it's $5.92 for regular. Mid grade is $6.15.
They just went
Premium
up, bruh. They just went
Premium
up.
is $6.34, and
It
diesel
just
is
went
seven
up
dollars and
again. They
sixty-eight
just
cents.
went to shot that shit. That's crazy. Yo,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
telling y'all,
I'll have
8
to
hours ago, that's
I'll have to correct
nuts.
myself. Gas prices in Gorda by the sea, along the Big Sur coast, is nearing $10 a gallon, and I don't even know what
No,
that's at.
Yeah, it all
But
depends on
that's
where you
in New
live at.
York.
that that
Yeah,
that's that's travel area. That's all that is tourist shit up there, bro. Yeah, they gouging anyway. They gouging everything. Hell yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
right now, I think the southern and the Midwest regions, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Kansas, and Arkansas, all of those spots, in that area, they have the cheapest gas right now.
I don't know how cheap, yo. Don't trip. I already heard about what's in Texas, where usually gas is real cheap, and they over $3.50 there themselves too.
So
They
let me
paying
ask
a
you
lot
this.
of money. They rip people in. When you hear people in Texas flipping out about gas issues. Because
So
them in Oklahoma.
how much?
Oklahomans don't complain about gas, bro.
They
If you
don't.
want to go find a truck, you go to Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? They driving
So
all the big shit there.
let me ask y'all this. Um, how much has it? How much has the price risen for you to fill up your car now? Because for
I
me,
don't. Hey, I mean, where do you fill up at? I don't wait until if I get a quarter of a tank done, I'm putting gas right back to full at a quarter of
okay,
a tank gone.
quarter of it. So once you drop a little from full to three-fourths, you pulling it right back up.
Right there.
Okay, Nate, what about you? How far do you let your gas drop before you be like, you know what? I'm gonna put some gas in. Are you still on some
Right.
young boy movements? I'm putting
I guess.
$20 here, $30 here.
I mean, I can because I work from home, so I don't have to drive too much. So
Tell her work. Tell her work.
you know what
Tell
I'm
her
saying.
work. Tell
I
her
wake
work.
I wake up in the morning, just roll over and log in.
Yeah, dog, yeah. Hey, bugs can say all they wanna. That's how you do it right there. Yes, sir. And
And it,
Nate,
and
Nate,
it's
you
so
see the face.
I know, and there's so many haters out there because it seems people like you. The reason why now they're trying to make us come back in the office at least for like two
oh,
weeks. To make people come in the office for like 2 weeks because they were talking about people worried about their buildings not having they paying money for these buildings and they empty.
So
There's a whole
Nate, I'll
there's
be
that's
no
real with
such-
you.
your
I'm not a hater.
problem, bro.
I'm not a hater. That's why I didn't say nothing. I just gave the face because well, a lot of people who don't work from home, they think it's easy, and it's not. It's a lot.
Who
It's a
say
lot
that?
harder. People who don't work from home, they don't know the challenges of working from home.
I used to
You're,
say that. I
you're
put my hand.
easily
I put my hand up in the air. Jay.
you're
I ain't
easily
even gonna
distracted
lie.
when you're
I
at
used to
home.
think that shit. I used
You
to
know what I
say that.
mean?
I
Um,
say it.
I used to work from home. I used to have to do remote work, and when I say it is difficult, it has its moments of being difficult, but you do have your moments where you get more leisure time and stuff like that if you know how to budget your time correctly. But it is not easier. It has its own set of challenges. You know.
All right. Well, I'm one who has always worked from the house and out of the office and done what I had to do. Gone up
I mean,
my
this is
whole
true.
life.
Food and
I
gas
just
has
gotta
always gone
just.
up. You just gotta adjust. But do you see the amount and the way it's growing up, the way it's going? But our money is not going. Our paychecks are not getting bigger. Our income is not growing. You know,
Yeah,
it is not flowing with the same
there
flow in
you go
society.
now. There you go. That's an adult
That's where
conversation right there,
that's
man.
where
That's right.
that's
That's
where
right.
the disparity is at. I understand that
Yes,
food prices,
sir.
gas
Yes,
prices are gonna
sir.
go up. I can respect that. But if that's gonna go up
Your
and
pay
the
got to
cost of
go
labor
up.
to make, yeah, so if
The
the cost
cost
of
of
labor
living,
or
the
if the cost
cost
of
of
a
living.
product
Yeah, give me that. Give me that allowance.
goes up,
That's right.
then that means my paycheck gotta go up. You know what I'm
Something got to
saying?
go up. I'm with that.
I mean, it really isn't. I mean, in some places, if you know how to budget your money and you have several sources of income, right, then yes, you may be able to adequately adjust. But for a lot of people who don't have financial literacy and they depend on their 9 to 5 as their only source of income, if you stuck in a rut to where everything is going up, but then they get stuck in the
Man,
game. They
that's
get stuck in a loop.
everywhere. That's going up everywhere. It
And you
don't
get
matter where
dependent.
you are. Up is
And
up.
it's unfortunate that a lot of Americans, a lot of people who were once stable are now unstable, and that's a grave problem, you know.
That's the
So
whole middle class,
we got to
bro.
look.
That's everybody in the middle class.
Let me ask you: is there a middle class anymore?
Now, let's be realistic. Yes, there is, but
And the reason why I asked that,
we're at a time where you're seeing it being played out, and that's crazy
and I
because
asked that
it's
because
something that they're they're basing this on an assumption where everything in front of them they consider can get better with artificial intelligence. And they're not noticing that it ain't nothing being fixed by artificial intelligence. It still has to be, it has to be built, it has to be done.
what up, Tiffany? We appreciate you tapping
Hey
in. Can you
Tiff,
get a house? In this market, this is a crazy
yeah, you
market
can buy
right
a
now.
house, but you better have a lot of money. And you
Yeah,
better and yeah, you better have some kind of collateral that says you can do it. They want you
that's
to
true. That's true.
why do you want you to
Um, you know, I'm glad you're fortunate and you're not messed up in the game. And we all know none of us, you know, right now, as of yet, is rich, but hopefully one day we're going to move forward and keep progressing and developing and
but
growing.
that's crazy because
Um,
really we should be.
but it's just that this system is, I don't know, it's rigged. You know, it's rigged to keep the
It's
middle
against
class
yeah,
and the lower class,
it's not set for all this. You're right.
you know, and then you know there's new policies and new laws in place that give the common man the tax breaks that they need and the loop, you know, or they may not know about the loopholes that they
Why
can
are we
take
paying for
advantage
this
of
shit
because they're
anyway?
financial literacy.
Why are we
That's
paying for
a whole
this
nother
shit
question.
anyway?
That's a whole nother question in itself because everything that we need to survive and sustain ourselves is on the earth. I do believe in the common exchange of goods and services. So, you know, you can the barter system. You know, Nate, you might be great at building stuff. You might be a carpenter. I might be an electrician. Unc might be he might be able to do heating and whatchamacallit, you know, the havoc
Man,
joint.
I'm a
You know what I mean?
horticulturist, man. I grow weed.
So so you the farmer. So
I'm the
how you
farmer.
work it is
I'm a horticulturist. I ain't no farmer. Give me a real
this
name.
is true. It's not set for us, but it's available to be exploited if we stop playing games. This is true.
And
And I agree with that
yo,
statement
I like that.
wholeheartedly,
That's a good
but
statement.
it's it'll take I'll just use me as for instance. Let's say I was messed up in the game, right? And I didn't know the financial literacy of how to play the game, but I teach my offsprings how to do it. And now my children go up and they understand.
Hold up. How you gonna teach somebody something you don't know?
Well, I don't know it because I haven't learned it, but now I understand the mistakes that I've made. So now I'm learning it with my children, teaching them not to make the mistakes that daddy did. Daddy didn't learn this about financial literacy, but I'm going to teach you about it. You know, I didn't learn how to do it, so now I'm teaching you. I can do so much, but now you guys are going to take this information and do a whole lot better because you're starting off. You're starting off at a younger starting point to develop this skill set. Whereas I'm in the mix now, and I'm kind of stuck in a loop because I got to take care of you guys and do other things. So, you know, I'm teaching my kids how to do it, it'll take maybe a generation or two to get out that loop. You know what I'm saying? To whereas people who's already out the loop, they keep moving progress. And so the starting point is different. I'm not saying we can't do it or people can't do it, but it's very difficult. And how Unc just brought up, how can you teach somebody something you don't know? You know what I mean? And just because I may be willing to learn it, or Unc might be willing to learn it, or Nate might be willing to learn it and teach their offspring, you know what I mean? A lot of people, unfortunately, they stuck and they don't want to learn it. You know what I mean? That's why you have what you call generational curses.
That's what that shit's called, huh? Okay, I got it. Fuck, I
I
don't
mean,
want no generational curse.
in certain situations, yeah,
Huh.
you know,
Mm.
when it always takes one person to break the cycle.
Again, I like that point. That's right. And again, that's something that needs to be taught from the get go. You don't got to do anything anybody else has done. You can be better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's not enough being taught on that. That's the first thing they push us
Exactly.
away from is being better.
You know,
Everything we do, we should be
unfortunately,
better at, and they really do push us away from that.
unfortunately, we got a social negative social media influence.
Well, that's
You
the
know,
other
that
side of
doesn't
this too. That's where we got. That's another thing that we could get ourselves away from is that negative influence that everybody likes to watch. It's like eating sugar. You don't have to eat all that sugar. It just tastes good. I like
but
sugar. We got to have it.
exactly.
No, you don't. What do you need it for?
But see, you know what it is though, it's called growing pains for a reason, because when you grow and develop, you got to break the mold. You have to become somebody new. You have to transform that. You know, go through the metamorphosis of developing something, learning a new skill. A lot of people don't want to go through that uncomfortable phase, so they rather sit back and just be entertained. You know,
I mean that's understandable, and I'm glad you said it like you said it, Jay, because that does make sense. But again, at some point, everybody gonna have to say, "Yo, what do I gotta do to make
and
it?"
again, I
And
just
they
want to
got to
say,
start doing that thing. They got to start, and you gonna wait for somebody to quote unquote give you a sugar coated blueprint to tell you how shit's gonna be done.
that's what a lot of people want. They want the
I
glory.
find that to be the reason that media. This is the downfall of us because everybody thinks it'll be handed to you because it's right here, and most of the people who got what's right here in their hand, they don't even know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? That could be the way to wealth. Instead, they just sit there and watch the shit. Keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. They'll walk into a wall if they didn't have to look at that bitch. And that's the
I mean,
problem. They didn't find nothing out of that. They just find comfort in knowing that they're feeling better. Can't be feeling around here like that.
it's the dopamine. People chase that dopamine feeling, and it's the instant gratitude. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's that
felt it.
instant boost.
Dopamine.
But they don't realize you can create that that chemical reaction by also learning and developing a skill, and it actually lasts longer. You know, you can create the same dopamine that you get from scrolling on your phone or getting a like from somebody. If you go exercise, work out, do something positive, productive, your body still releases those same endorphins. You know what I'm saying? That same chemical, you would still get that euphoric high feeling because now your body's is elated, is happy that you learned something, you're doing something new, and that's actually natural, so it'll last longer instead of that
Telling
artificial
y'all what y'all
dopamine.
need to do is stand there and then all of a sudden go, I got the power.
Yeah, Nate, that's what you be doing.
No.
No, Nathan. No.
Yeah, he said it with the bad serious face.
No.
No,
It ain't the Bugs
no.
Bunny. Do it again, Nate. The Bugs Bunny. No.
Oh man.
I hear that, Nate. No.
No.
We not
I
doing
guess that's
that.
just you, Unc. You know what I'm saying? You do your affirmations like that.
Hey, but let me tell you something. Hey, I'm happy. You look at Nate. Nate don't look as happy as I do.
Nate
Nate
chilling.
just
You know,
grumpy
Nate.
as
Nate just be
fuck.
Stonewall Nate, son.
He just be hardcore, huh?
Listen, when you want to do negotiations, you bring Nate. Because he's just gonna have that Stonewall. You just start talking and somebody say something you don't like, you just step to the side. They see Nate's
Yeah.
expression, then you stand right back in front and be like, yeah, so you want to make that deal, right?
Yeah.
You know. Look, in the beard rub. You see that, right? You got to do that too, Nate. Look, I'm gonna lean to the side. You be like,
That's crazy. It's crazy work.
yo, y'all seen that movie Blue Hill Ave?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you the enforcer, Nate. You didn't everybody was scared of.
Damn.
I forgot his name.
How
I
you
forgot
get it
his
like
character.
that? It's the beard, Nate. That's what you got.
It's
See,
the
that's
beard.
what
It's the
happened.
beard.
It's the beard. It's
And
the
it's
beard.
stoic, and he's stoic. Nate just be like,
Oh.
yeah.
Ladies
Nate,
and,
but yo,
ladies and gentlemen, the opinions of Jay and Unc are theirs only.
Yeah,
we already did the disclaimer.
I am one of the most gentle people out here in the world. I don't bother nobody. I don't hurt nobody. I'm a
Wait,
gentle person.
hey, nobody ever said you was
We only
violent.
call them
Nobody ever
body
said you put
bags,
hands on
Nate, because
people.
there's body bags everywhere, but we don't know.
And
He
see, I ain't even
nice.
go there. I just said you got the intimidating look. If we want to make negotiations, you just give him the look and rub the beard.
And he's saying the librarian got an intimidating look. Why we don't call her a goddamn killer? Her, Nate. I'm with you on this one, Nate. I
I
saw
don't know where
she
I'm taking
got
this, Nate.
warm ring glasses. That hoe could be a killer. We don't call her nothing. She just Miss Turnbuckle. We ain't
Yo,
said nothing.
what
She
the
cool.
librarian do to you,
She
Unc?
cool. You see
So
Nate
what
with
did the
his
librarian?
beard, it'd be like Nate's a killer.
Hold on.
That's wrong. That's not the way it should work. I'm with you on this, Nate. I'm
I
fighting for
mean,
you, my brother. I'm here for you.
Unc, I need to know what happened with you at the library that you gonna call a librarian a killer.
Yeah, you don't know. Hey, bro, it's them quiet ones. You got to watch out for them tricks.
Okay. Speaking of quiet ones, we're not gonna be quiet about this though, right here, son.
Talk about it.
The
Yeah.
women's NCAA championship. Let's go, South Carolina. Shout out to them women out there. Shout out to the Coach Dawn Stanley. They did their thing. They did their
They
thing.
did
Shout out to
until they
the
met UCLA and they got that ass whomped. They got beat.
oh,
They got beat bad. They did in the championship game. They lost to UCLA. Congratulations to the UCLA Bruins. Y'all went out there and played a fantastic game last night. Way to go to Coach Cook. Good job, everybody out there in Cali. Y'all party,
I want to
y'all.
give
Good job.
y'all two probably know y'all probably seen it because you know I'm bad with names and stuff, but I just be seeing a lot of clips and stuff. I see his coach giving a shout out to one of his plays and stuff. I think it was on TikTok. It was a TikTok video I seen. And it was a coach giving a shout out to his plays, like he was supporting her. I guess the media, they was like heckling her or harassing her, something like that. And the coach, he was like, yo, listen, I stand with my teammate. I stand with my player. Yo, shout out to her. Whatever support she needs, she going to get it from her team. She going to get it from her coach, from the coaching staff. Just pretty much giving love and support to a young African-American student athlete. And in an era and a time where you don't see it, I really wish I knew who that coach was. I wish I knew what that school was so I could give them a proper shout out.
Why don't you just ask? We got it. We got you. That's Coach Schaefer for the university. That's the Coach Schaefer from the University of Texas, and he's talking about Ronnie Harmon, I believe her name is.
Okay.
And Yeah, bruh. He let off some stats about this girl, and they were
He
absolutely
stood
amazing.
he
They were
stood
absolutely
10 toes
amazing.
down for his player.
Yeah,
And as a
bruh. Yeah.
coach, that's what you're supposed to do. You stand 10 toes, even if you may not, even if you may have a grievance with her as a player, which it doesn't seem like he did, and I'm not saying he does, but even if
No,
you
he
do,
didn't at all.
you don't put that on blast on for the national for the public. You do it in the locker room where it's respect and love and harmony. But we're gonna talk about what happened, what actually took place, and not nothing hypothetical. What took place was he supported that young black woman and he showed her love. He had her back. He stood tall for her. So I just want to say, as an African American male coach, great job. And
Oh,
as a
it was
basketball
well
coach myself,
deserved. It was well
coach,
deserved.
we salute you, coach, because
Yeah, it was well
that was
deserved. Well
commendable.
deserved.
And you talking
You
about
know,
Texas coach Vic Schaefer.
Yeah.
yep. He stood. I mean, he was on that podium 10 toes down for his player, just running off her
And but
numbers,
he but
stats,
he
and
he gave her stats, and her stats was her stats were tilting. She really was all that for the University of Texas, yo. She was a great 4-year player. And they just never gave her her props. They never gave her her props. And it was kind of
but
was just a bad
he stood tall
overlook.
for her. He
Hmm.
stood real tall for her,
But
and
that's
that
not the biggest issue that happened this
it's not. I
weekend
just wanted to bring that up.
with the
Yeah.
championship.
No, I
Our
just wanted to
biggest
highlight
issue
that
came
because
in the semifinal game when South Carolina was playing against the University of Connecticut, and South Carolina ends up beating UConn. It was a great game all the way through, and South Carolina had a lot of control for most of the game. But it's what happened at the end of the game that got everybody flipped off and going crazy. Where coach for UConn, Gino Auriemma, when he went over toward the end of the game to go speak to South Carolina's coach, Dawn Staley, instead of giving her a handshake, he started berating her and actually saying that the referees played a bad game and her team was doing a lot of foul stuff at the end of the game, and he wasn't appreciative of it, and he really thought it was messed up that they had to go through this. Now, there's a lot going on with this statement and everything, and before we get to what happened after that, I kind of want to hear what everybody else had to think about how he came off, at the end of the game, where obviously his team wasn't going to win, and everybody else was being pretty cordial out there, knowing how big of an emotional up and down this was going to be. But from a iconic coach like REM, talking to, quite frankly, the best basketball coach in the past 5 years in women's basketball, Dawn Staley. And I want to know what everybody thinks about that, just coming from a male talking to a female in the way that he did on that end.
um um I understand, like, so I'm not gonna look at her as a female right now. I'm gonna look at her as a coach. Okay. I'm gonna give her the respect of a coach. I'm not even gonna say a female coach. She's a coach. I understand you get into heated arguments with another coach. I get that. I get that you may not appreciate the style of play that you witnessed, and you may think the coach had something to do with it. Sometimes coaches can't control their players' action. Coaches can't control their players' actions on the floor.
But sometimes the coach
We
did
may
what the
come,
coach was supposed to do, and if it
yeah,
if it was the point
and let
that
them
their
play.
players played a
Right,
game that
let them play. If you want to
disrupted
play a
their game,
physical game,
that's what they're
if
supposed to do.
y'all feel like if y'all feel like going out there and playing a physical game, play physical. Then bang, just make sure we stick to the game plan, and you're not just being physical. You're being assertive. You're being assertive and dominant, and not aggressive. And not being overly aggressive for no reason. Just dominate. So that's my take at it as a coach standpoint. I get it. Now I'm gonna look at it from the standpoint of a man speaking to a woman that way. Totally out of pocket, totally wrong. You don't speak to somebody like that. You don't conduct yourself. You don't you don't buck up at nobody unless you expect to get punched in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never respect a man that bucks up at a woman. So if you want to buck up and you acting bad, you a sucker for that. I'll be real with you. Coach Gino, he was a lane for that one. Now you can, as a coach, you can rant, you got and I don't you could cuss, you could do all of that. Now there's certain things now when you cussing, there's just certain things you don't say to anybody. You don't call nobody, male or female, a female dog. All right. I don't care who it is. You know,
I don't know if you call them none.
I'm just saying you don't say that to anybody, right? You can say you can call him an MFer, a loser, a punk ass, something, whatever. But there's just certain things certain lines you don't cross, and you don't step to a female like
It
that.
should be within the lines of the game. It should be within the
It
competitiveness
should
of
be
the
within the
game.
lines.
Yes,
A
yes,
competitor as a
yes.
coach. Now I get it. You cuss, you do that. F you a loser. I hate you. You know, whatever. Cool.
Whoa,
I hope
gee,
you
it was
stub
a
your big
fight.
toe.
He said, "No, I hate you."
I mean,
Dang.
I'd rather you say that than cool. Got you.
He said, "We'd
But
rather."
don't call me no female dog. Hold up. Why I gotta be all of that? I'm not that. You can hate me, cool, but don't call me out my name.
Damn.
So as a man bucking at a woman, I think you totally inappropriate for that. And just be glad there was no males on her staff because they might have would have gave you a shiner.
I don't know. Yeah, I've been thinking. What you think about it, Nate?
As far as that part, I hear what Jay's saying, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that just a little bit because it's almost the same as with the female referees in sports.
Okay.
If you upset about a call, so now I can't voice my opinion or I can't yell at you because of your gender.
Well, no. Like I said, Nate, you can like the first thing I said, as a coach, I get the back and forth.
Yeah.
Once you buck at a female, that's where you lost my respect. You don't buck at him. I do agree. You should be able to argue a call down just the same way you argue a man, but don't try to do it in the form of intimidation.
So
You
what I'll
know.
say about Coach Gino is I think he's been known to be very emotional. I mean, he's had a long time rivalry he had with Pat Summit for a long time. Um, I think, but I'm gonna say I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm gonna just I think it was his emotions because his team wasn't hitting shots, his team wasn't executing. He didn't expect his team to get beat the way they got beat. They had been undefeated all season. So when he seen his team down 20 something points, he just like what is going on here? So he was trying to he needed something to get himself fired, and he was so mad, and he wanted to be mad at his team. So he just took it out. He just kind of took it out on everybody and it felt like he went ballistic on everybody. Yes, he sent out an apology like a day or two after that. Some people would say it's just a PR move or whatever. But normally, you don't. I think it was more out of frustration than necessarily like anything personal towards Dawn Staley. I think it was just frustration at his team not playing as well as he expected. And I think that's what, in the top, and I think that might have been South Carolina put so much effort into beating UConn. They might not have had enough left for UCLA.
I believe that's the biggest issue. I do believe that they really did shoot their shot, and it was to put it on that man, and that's what that turned out to be. Um, my look at it is almost like I said, it's all wrapped around everything we all saying. I don't think I can really change it much. First of all, to respect the sport, you got to understand that competitiveness is going to be in there. You can get mad about things, but with also comes competitiveness. It also comes it's gamemanship, it's sportsmanship, and you got to understand. I don't care what level you're at and how long you've been doing it. Nobody should get to the point where they're disrespectful to others like that at the end of a game where you didn't have anything to do with the outcome of it other than being the coach itself. I just thought it
Yep.
was really out of place for him to go off. Disrespectful for sure. Disrespectful along the standpoints of a man speaking to a woman the way he did, the timing of what he did, and actually, even worse, the disrespect of the game itself. Because it was lost, and you showed everybody that that's just sore losership when you go out there and you act like you do on the floor in front of all them people. Many people who understand, and ladies and gentlemen, Gino Auriemma is the women's basketball coach that everybody wants to be. This man has 12 national championships. This man has had teams that have been undefeated in his 40 years of coaching. He has at least 9 undefeated seasons, or
Mm.
5, excuse me, 5 undefeated seasons with teams that have won championships. 12 championships there at UConn. He just so happened to last 5 years get dominated by one Miss Dawn Staley and this South Carolina organization, university, and this whole that's a machine down there. And you got to give props to that woman because she has ran a steady, just consistently good ship. And I believe that he got out coached, he got outplayed, and he was really upset that he's getting outdone by probably the biggest competitor that he's ever faced, even though she's only 5'7", with her little shoes and all. But it's kind of like what Nate was saying earlier about Pat Summitt. Him and Pat Summitt were the same way. Tennessee was one of the only teams. Matter of fact, that's who he had to get ahead of, and he did. Dawn Staley is coming after his head as a coach, and he knows it, and he can feel it because she's good at what she does. And I just think he went a little bit overboard with it. So I wish he would have apologized better. I wish he would have said their names. I wish he would have done it publicly. But I hope he does get back to her and he apologizes in a correct manner, especially in her face and to people to let them know that that's not really him. I don't know if he did it or will do it. They had something that came out of UConn that was quote unquote a written apology, but I don't think that was sincere enough and really will show better. He needs to talk to her and or do it publicly that he did it, and he should be sorry for it.
Agree. I definitely agree. You know, but I get like what Nate was saying though. As a coach, you get passionate. You get caught up in the moment. So I get, you know, maybe in the moment you're upset, so you say something to the other coach. Again, I just don't like a male lunging at a woman, but like you want to do something. Somebody got to hold you back because you want to attack her.
But don't
Like,
change it, Jay. Stay with it. Stay with him being a coach. As a coach, you're the representative of that team.
yeah,
You have to show that restraint. As a coach, you got to
yeah, that's what I
show
mean. Like
why is it?
exactly.
Yeah, not no, no. You're not. But you're saying it like as a man doing it to a woman. This is
Oh,
now a
okay,
coach
you're right.
doing
You're
it
right.
to another coach now.
As a
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
going along the
you're right.
lines of
Because now
now.
I'm gonna
Look at
ask you
this.
this:
Yeah, look at this
Do you
as
think?
an embarrassment to your to the person that you were that you're going against. That's
So let me
really
ask you
crazy
this:
that you would act the way
Do
you
you think?
would, and it was a fair competition. And
So do
now
you
you
think he
saying
do that
everybody
to?
cheated. That's nuts.
Do you think he would do that to a man? You think he
No,
would have did the same
no,
thing to a man?
no, no.
No,
I
I'm just
and
asking him.
and that's the part. Now I can flip back over to you, Jay. Now I
Right.
say what you said is the right way of saying it, dude. You wouldn't do this to no man. You had opportunity. Matter of fact, you've had losses that has happened like this before. Nobody's ever done like this. Why would you jump out? Everything he complained about to her was just some crazy wild. It was crazy wild out of the blue stuff, and that really did. He was complaining about his star player getting her jersey ripped, where you could clearly see everybody watched. As she walked off the court, she pulled the jersey herself and ripped it. He was talking about fouls. Y'all were down. Y'all had to foul. There was things that wasn't called. They were running circles around you the whole game.
Pretty much.
They were running circles around them girls the whole game. Why are you mad? If you're mad, be disappointed that your girls did not show up to play that game. But don't take it out like that. Don't do that. Don't you gotta know better. I don't care how much of the height of the excitement and the competition get. That's just showing you don't have no control of your bearings. You got no
Mm.
control of yourself in a situation like, and you've done this your whole life. Why now? I don't want to hear this old age shit. He getting older. He acting. If you getting older, get the fuck out. Don't do
And
this no more.
and it's
Don't do it no
hypocritical.
more.
And it's
Yep.
hypocritical to tell your teammate, tell your
Yeah.
team to control their emotions during games, and we need you for the game, we need you for this and that. To control their emotions when somebody fouls them too hard or may do something deliberately, you got to be the same way. You got to lead by
Got it.
example.
And you got to be an example
Exactly.
of that.
He lunged at a woman. No excuse. He needs to apologize to Dawn directly. I agree.
Oh yeah, directly, definitely. I agree. I agree with that statement full heartedly.
Yep.
Right there. Yes, he should. There's no. I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. He should. It was a miscreance. Man. It was
That was
bad. It looked
atrocious.
really bad. It looked bad. And he shouldn't be. And I don't think people should let him get away. A lot of people, Diana Taurasi, who I loved and I know that that's her coach. She played for UConn, and she knows that she was a teammate of Dawn Stanley's, so she can see on both sides of the fence. She played both sides of the fence. They're two competitors. They were doing this. They was doing that. But in the end, say it again, Jay. Dude, you was a grown ass man feeding off and all just going all off because you had a chance to do it to a woman. That don't make no sense, bruh. Control yourself. Control
Yep.
yourself.
So, control. That brings up a good segue for the next subject. Have you ever had a roommate? And if so, what makes someone a good or bad one? How can someone control their bad habits if they have a roommate and whatnot?
All right, we now everybody just so we Jay brings up the subject, but we got to call this is a new blue corner. We're calling this questions from the crowd. This is a question that came up from one of our viewers. Actually, it came from our other executive producer, Mandy. So she knows she here. But we're naming this question out here. It's coming from
Excuse
somebody,
me.
and hopefully you
Only
guys can
wait.
do it.
Only one
What?
person got the title executive producer, and that's Mandy.
She
There's no other
does.
one. There's no other one. She's the only one.
Mandy, why you?
No,
Yo,
no,
you're
no.
not gonna be happy about. You
No,
might
listen.
watch it, Jay. You might
No,
not get a
you didn't hear.
salary this
So
motherfucking week, Jay.
I guess
You
he didn't hear
better
what I
watch
said.
it. You know she got. Oh my
Did,
God! Don't do
so
that, Jay.
all right.
Don't do
All right.
that.
Nate, he didn't hear what I said, did he? He didn't hear what I said. Mandy is the one and only executive producer. There's no other one. She's the one. She's it. That's it. Nobody
First
else
of
got the
all,
title executive producer.
Jay, I don't know how you mix this up. Look,
Yeah, my bad. I told you I gotta make one mistake on the show a night, bro. So
This is what I'm talking about, man. You go.
it's 11 o'clock at night, man. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning.
Boy, you better
I'm
stop.
struggling.
All right. So, questions from the crowd. So she brought this question up. If you had in whatever kind of situation where you were, if you had a roommate, if you were in college, if you were in the military. I myself was in the military. So the first person that I ever had as roommates were people that shared the same goddamn bay I did when I when I joined and went to basic training. And then we had roommates when we went to technical school. And then we had roommates when we was in the dorms in the military. Yeah, I had good roommates. I had bad roommates. I never had too bad of a roommate, but I had a lot of situations where I did have roommates. I don't know anything about roommates. Some people like maybe y'all went to college. Did y'all have college roommates? I didn't. I didn't go to college regularly. I went to college while I was in the military, so I didn't have to go through that. But did y'all have roommates if y'all went to school?
Um, I went to local school, so I didn't dorm at college. But I've had apartments. I had a few apartments with my homies and stuff like that, where they
Okay.
been my roommates. I ain't never have a bad roommate. Oh my,
You
cause
had
one, they my
nobody
home.
you had to worry about, Jay? No crazy roommates.
Nah, cause all my roommates is my homies. They were my homies. Like they my dogs. So like I don't know. We been cool before we got an apartment together. So I ain't worried about nothing. You know what I mean? The only thing,
Hey, that's
only thing I might,
good. I'm sure that's good.
only thing
Nate,
me and my friend probably got into a fight about like, yo, bro, you drink the last of the soda and get a new one, bro. Come on, son. Then you throw the soda bottle at your homie and life is good, Joe. You know, end the story.
okay, 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 yeah.
Notice it ended with the violence at the end, right?
Right. I'm not. We're still homies,
Come
right?
on. Your homie done drink all the sodas, an empty 2 liter bottle. You like, yo, bro, get this, bro. You just gonna toss it at him like, yo, come on, man. I don't mean throw it at him, try to hurt somebody. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop that.
You did
Y'all talk
it.
about me.
Nobody did it. Let's
Look
talk
at
about.
this. In college, and then again in my 20s, I ended up fighting one. I never fought none of my roommates. This guy's over here, the Brooklyn
Always,
Brawler.
yo, there's always one, yo. There's one that be wilding out that you gotta jump over something to hit him in the head. Oh yeah, bro. You got bro. I don't know.
But Nate, we ain't mean to cut you off though. You were saying?
I wouldn't say nothing. I
Not before. You saying you had a roommate or something? I don't know.
I've had most of my roommates have been family or friends, and I say altogether it's been no more than three. And this is after I moved away from home because I went to college. Like you, I went to college at home. I went to community college, so I came home every day. You know what I'm saying? I came home every day
Yeah.
after school. Um, but roommates, you know, I joke with them. Like I always say, my sister is the best roommate I've had. The reason why, she don't bother me.
It's your sister.
You know,
She
Okay.
ain't supposed to bother you.
every now and then she might be like, "Yo,
LL Cool Luscious. What up,
But
baby? LL Cool J. Luscious
what's good with
Locks.
y'all?
Now we chilling, man. How you, man? How life?
It good. I'm chilling. I'm watching UConn get they face dragged in the dirt right now. You
yeah,
can't.
they
You
Nah,
are."
can't
Huggy,
see.
what's the
Put your
score look
face
like,
in me
man?
so they can see
They
you.
can see me now.
Oh, okay, you good?
You see me.
All right.
And
That's
What that score?
LL Luscious Locks.
LL Cool J. You know what I mean?
L 2K,
So
2K,
what you said?
2K.
What was the score?
L
LL
what's the
Cool
score?
2K. My bad. 2K.
58 or 50, 56, 65.
Yeah,
65-58.
All right.
UConn down 9.
Yo,
Stupids.
you finished
All right.
your Yeah, you already had your spring break.
Yeah, he just finished it. He back to school today.
Oh, you back?
Or
Dang, my
tomorrow,
bad.
excuse me. Tomorrow.
Fight the good fight, my brother. Just think about it. 9 more weeks.
yeah.
Yeah, he back.
What I say about a good roommate, I think also. I mean, the thing is, I mean, I guess just for me because I don't like being bothered. Just like leave me alone. Um, you know, if you knock on my door to ask me for something, if I want to order something to eat, that's fine. Or if you made something, that's fine. But just leave me alone. Don't be asking me 1,000 questions. Don't be knocking on my door.
That
Don't be
fucking
knocking on my
hermit.
door every 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, that Nate.
You
They
know
said
what I'm
I'm a
saying?
hermit.
Yo, Nate, you would
They
hate
said
me as a roommate because I'd be beatboxing on you on the wall. Yo, Nate, you like that beat, Nate? Yo, Nate, you like that beat, son?
See, you gotta have one of them apartments where it's like separated by the kitchen. So your room is all the way over
Hey,
here, and mine is over
your
here.
ass downstairs, fool. You living under the stairs. You not no. You can't be near me. I hear that.
Cause
I hear that, Nate. Fuck
I mean,
that.
I think with roommates, I think what happens is you have to have communication from the jump, and I think sometimes the hardest roommates is when you with family and friends because sometimes people do take advantage of the fact that when your family or your friends,
They'll
you
just
know,
do
you do
whatever.
stuff,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
and you gotta have a sense of respect for people's privacy still, even if it's your best friend, even if it's your sibling. You know,
We
See,
you
got
got
the
the
gloves in dorm. Hey, yo, hey, that sounds like when we was in the military, when we ended up living in the dorm. Sometimes, yeah, we had to go into the day rooms and go get some stuff straightened out with folks.
I don't
Day
know.
rooms were
See,
good for drinking
I
and
don't know
partying and
about
boxing.
personal beliefs because personal beliefs may be they might have to be amended. You might have to put an amendment on that because somebody might their personal belief might be like, you know what, I want to fart underneath the covers. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody farting
Hey,
in my
why?
room.
Why?
Because he's talking about if you share a dorm room, and if they fart underneath the covers, when they lift the covers up, that's coming all in the room, and it's been marinating. I don't want to be on the other side of the room and get punched in the nose by your fart.
That's a bad call.
Exactly, that's a bad call. That's a bad call.
That's a horrible call.
Art. I mean, basement workouts. I don't know if we could believe in personal beliefs, yo. We may have to make amendments. You might believe in something I don't believe in, and yeah, that ain't right.
I believe you keep calling his ass Art and he don't like it.
I'm
That's
just
what I
saying.
believe. I believe that for sure. He done look. He done turned red as the hat. God damn it. He done called me Art 4 times tonight. Why he called my beard don't got no white shit in it.
I
It
wasn't
don't look
calling.
white.
Nah, I wasn't calling Nate Art. I was calling the person in the
Who
comments
else
by
you
accident.
calling Art? I don't look. Hey.
I know who you
No,
talking about. I know who you
I was
talking about.
I was replying to the by accident when they said one respects your personal beliefs. I was talking to this person right here.
Oh, that could be Art. He always wants
I
you to
asked dude
believe.
not to talk in the room. He didn't respect this. See, now that's something I can understand. Um,
Yeah, that
if
make
some if
yeah, that yeah, see that kind of shit. Yeah, come on, bro. If that don't make you gotta have to punch somebody.
And you got to
Damn,
talk.
if you was a
And you got
guy
to
that
talk.
didn't smoke and you got your ass whooped though, you'd be a mad motherfucker because you was in there with a black eye and you going,
And you got to remember the most important things of a roommate. You need a responsible roommate. You
yes.
don't you don't need a roommate when you know rent due on the first or whatever, and they ain't got it till like the 22nd. So who gonna pay the other half? You know what I'm saying? Light bill.
motherfucker know that a dorm inspection is coming and you take care of both the beds and clean shit up so y'all get a
Oh no
good
no no
without getting
no.
no
See,
demerits on they shit.
in
Yeah,
the
bro.
dorm, I'm gonna clean up my side. You better that's a dirty
Hold
nigga
on
right
now.
there.
He said a good roommate. If
True
you know
indeed.
that
True
you might
indeed.
got caught out there, you can't get back. He's a good roommate. Make sure that shit's take care of so don't nobody
Well,
get in no
I'm just
trouble.
saying. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure that it's not gonna be dirty before we even start with, bro. Because your dirt is not gonna filter over to my side.
Oh
Keep that
damn,
joint over there
Jay,
clean, bro.
really? Damn.
Yeah, because you know what happens if you dirt.
OG dirty
If you
coyote and shit. He like, nah,
because if you
nah.
dirty,
What
because if you
kind of
dirty, that brings
roommate?
germs.
You plan
Germs
on living
bring
with a
vermin,
dirty
and
roommate? What kind of mess is that?
never live with a dirty roommate, kid.
Well, you
That's
should learn
nasty.
that with your sisters and brothers. Nah, bruh, nah. That shit's
Certain
crazy.
people, Unc. I worked at a college before. You will be surprised at how many people don't have life skills.
No, I'm not surprised, Jay.
Like,
I got four
it's
sisters and
scary.
brothers. I understand that shit. It started when I was a kid, and when I went over there, I knew, bruh. I'm telling you, no. I had too many. Got that. My life experiences has all been about goddamn roommates. That's all I had in my. That's it.
Ooh,
5 kids.
I've seen.
Everything's a roommate, bruh. That they live. They sleep in the same bed. They above you. They below you. They over here. They over there. Yeah, bruh. It's
Now,
like that.
the best roommate I ever had, my brother. When we shared a
See?
room, that was my dog. You know, I had to get on his nerves all the time. I mean, he ain't beat me up too much. He beat me up a lot, but it wasn't too much.
Hey, why you getting
You know,
beat up?
that's my dude.
Damn roommate
So I
is
was I
beating
was
you up.
squirrely. My brother. Big brother. Oh, he 10
You
years
could
older
be a
than me.
good brother. Why he beating your ass?
Huh?
Yo, your brother was violent.
No, I was annoying. I
That's
didn't
you.
stop until you hit. I'm gonna keep it 100. My brother wasn't violent. See, that's my brother's a pacifist. He's the chillest dude in the world. So for him to put hands on you, I really got on his nerves. My brother's super chill. Like he's the perfect big brother for me. Any other brother, if they were violent, I wouldn't be sitting here because they probably would have killed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So my brother was my best roommate because he'll be laying it on his bed, whatever I be on my bed. I throw a tennis ball at him. He'd be like, "Yo, leave me alone." I throw like 3 or 4 more. He'd be like, "Boy, I said chill." I throw like 5 more. I get 2 piece. I'm hurt. Now I stop throwing.
It won.
It was a good brother. The perfect roommate. Now, have you ever had some roommates that were just straight the worst? Did you have any roommate that you had to fight like basement workouts?
No. First room, no. I'm trying to think of when it was back. Nah. I ain't have anybody long enough after that. Maybe
All
my
right.
wife.
So,
Maybe my wife. We the only one that fight that much. Yeah, that's about it. I've been married for 36. I've been married for 33 years. I
ladies
don't
and
know why you.
gentlemen,
I don't know why you turned off the guy. I've
disclaimer.
been married. I'm married
Cause
for 36. I've been married for 33
you know
years.
why,
We've been on for 36
Now you know
years.
why, Cause if Miss D Rigger logs on and sees this part of the episode, I just want to make sure my face is not there because so she don't come try to assassinate me.
She ain't gonna say nothing to you. She gonna agree. She gonna be like, "Yeah, we didn't had the biggest. That's the biggest fights I ever had with my wife.
Okay.
I
I
got
love
that.
that.
If I have to admit to all the things that's going on in my roommates, she been with me for 36 years as a roommate, and we've had those are the biggest fights I ever had. So I don't have any much more. I didn't fight with
I
any
mean,
of my other roommates.
all I'm saying is that I'm not gonna be the cause of another fight. Like I'm not gonna be
She
the
ain't gonna be a
image of
fight.
the
Why? It's the
podcast.
truth. It's the
Nate,
truth.
you understand what I'm saying, right, Nate? That's why
Okay,
Nate's
y'all
silent.
ain't
That's why he
married.
like.
I don't understand what you talking about. I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all can agree all y'all want. That's why you ain't
That's
got
why
no
me.
women. That's why you ain't got no women.
No. You
No, no,
have a
no, no, no.
woman.
What?
Well, no. Listen, you have a woman.
We just fight.
Listen,
Then we just go ahead and ask your corner.
wait.
You
You
fight
have
me.
a
Then y'all
woman.
ain't got nobody. Now look at you,
I have. You right. I've.
single with braided hair.
You know what? I'm gonna shut up because I ain't gonna incriminate myself. You about to have me? Nope. You right, You absolutely right. Yep.
Absolutely right. I
Yep.
know I'm absolutely
You right.
right. I'm good. So
I get
I'm
into an
not.
argument.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to pass along any false
Listen,
information. This is
I get into an
experience.
argument. I get into a
This
car
is
and I go home.
experience. I'm just saying. Okay? Can't argue. If you ain't doing it, you gotta know why you're not. You just gotta take the truth.
Yeah.
She missed.
It's all good.
Shoot, I ain't complaining. So, is there anything else? Because you know what I'm saying, we could talk about roommates, dusty, dirty, dingy, discreditable roommates all night long. But is there anything else y'all want to chit chat, chop it up? You know what I'm saying? Talk about.
How about no dirty roommates? You was the only one that had a dirty roommate. That's crazy business.
He missed.
How could it
I
be
never had
dirty?
a dirty roommate.
Oh, okay. Glad though.
No, why would you shoot that?
How close is the
Man,
game now,
It
Vince?
was a 4-point
It's
play.
it's
Michigan just
67 to
got two
63.
turnovers and two missed free throws, and UConn just airballed two threes.
It's 67 to 63 Michigan
Michigan is giving them the game, and UConn is
with
giving it back.
13 seconds left.
That's a bad shot. That's a horrible shot.
As you can
Why
tell,
are you taking 30-foot?
who needs Bill Raftery when you got luscious
wow,
LL2K over here?
These are
Just man,
bad. Yo, these are bad shots.
bad,
It's a
wow.
horrible
So,
shot.
have y'all
horrible.
heard this?
What's that?
Tennessee women's basketball had zero
No one
players on their
left.
roster after the transfer exodus.
They have
Tennessee?
nobody left.
I heard something like that was happening up at Iowa State, where Audi Cooks plays at.
Wow. As a Duke fan, I can't stand either one of the teams playing.
Man, stop hating. Duke had their chance. Why
This is
why
not
Boozer
90,
give
bro.
it up like
Let
that?
it go.
Don't be sitting there coming on here whining and thinking that you gonna get out of here and ain't nobody gonna say something. Shout out to the Blue Dew Devils for doing what they had to do. They did actually play a really good tournament. But you can't be giving the ball away, can't Boozer. Which one it was? Cal, Cam, Carl, Caleb,
It was the guard.
Cranky. I don't know.
They got Cam the other.
They all start with C or K, so
You got Cam and you got the other one.
which is was that Carl,
Something.
Caden.
Caden,
The one that's
Caden.
not going first round.
Nate, you gonna leave me hanging, bro?
I don't got no bigger buzzes. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got no beef with either school. I got beef
Huh.
with I got beef with the Tar Heels.
That's flagrant.
That's who I got beef with.
That's the only team you got beef with, the Tar Heels?
That's my main beef. And it used to be Maryland, but we don't play in the ACC no more. So I mean, not
Hey,
us. Maryland left for the Big Ten. So
What
you
you
know
go?
what I'm saying?
What you go? Yeah, right. What you gonna do? We can't come for you. That's
So
right.
I ain't got no beef with them no more. My main beef is North Carolina. I ain't never had no beef with Michigan because I used to like the Fab Five. Only year I didn't like UConn was probably '99 when they beat us in the championship. So that's probably the only year I really didn't care for UConn.
It
you
is
don't like
crazy.
Carolina? Well, dang, man, listen. Brother, do you need to burn some incense and do some meditation? Because you just on a rant tonight, family. You beating up roommates. You know what I mean? You don't like the teams that's playing. You yelled at Nate, and now you like, I don't like Carolina either. I hope you in your basement doing a couple of push-ups.
That's gay.
Damn, that's crazy work right there. Yo.
Since we
I
have
mean,
been talking about women's sports today, just say Angel Reese got traded to the Atlanta Dream today. But that was we
Okay,
saw
that's
that
good
coming
for
anyway.
her. That's good for her. I
We
think
saw
she
that,
needed to get out of there. I think she did. I think she needed a change.
yeah, after she criticized as made that comment about the organization last year. Should have known it was gonna happen.
see, then you need to
It's
be
it's
more
it's
peaceful
also
to suggest
strange
things
how
to
they
work.
did it, knowing that she's that one out there talking about they need to get paid more. So
Taylor just won a natty.
So since they traded her,
huh?
is she getting
Taylor
paid
just
more?
won a natty.
Taylor who? Oh, Taylor was on. Oh, he's playing. Is he there? Did
He
he get?
He's not playing.
I
He's
don't
not playing.
know.
He's a
No,
redshirt.
she's talking about her jerseys and sold out already.
Technically, Taylor just won a natty.
That's good.
Okay,
One of Vince's friends that went to school here with him uh,
Technically, just won a natty.
is on the University of Michigan's basketball team as a redshirt freshman,
Nice.
and Michigan just won. So
let's go.
there you go.
That's
Was
what's up.
Taylor what?
Hmm?
Was his last name?
Jordan.
to Taylor Jordan out there, University of Michigan. Good job, y'all.
Yeah, it must be something with that name Taylor. One of my friends, his daughter, um, yo, she's nice. She plays in the WNBA, Celeste Taylor. Um, so it just must be the name Taylor. You got the name Taylor. You get busy. So
Wow, that's good. All right.
shout out to the all the young female athletes, and shout out
All
to
the
the young
Taylors
brother.
out there, all the Taylors.
Yeah, and shout out to the young brother who just won the chip. You know what I mean? Red shirt chip. You know, you ain't do nothing but motivate the team on the sidelines, but you did a lot, baby. They needed your motivation.
He's stupid.
You'll get them next year, champ.
He'll play next year. It'll be all right. It'll be
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I think.
You ain't had no special questions today, Jay?
I'm not even gonna hold you. My brain it was stuck on chill mode. I couldn't think of nothing. But let me look at my phone real fast. I could come up with I can get a question on my
No,
phone.
Jay said he finna pull a phone question out.
Nah, because I keep questions in my notes.
Well, Uncle was expecting you to have the question. It's your show.
Oh, today? Okay. Let me come up with a question. Uh, um, uh, I did have a question for y'all. Hey, man, have any of y'all, do y'all have Buffalo Wild Wings where y'all at?
Yeah, where do you think I
Yes.
live at? Where do you think I live at?
Hold on. That some folks in California ain't never heard of Buffalo Wild Wings. So
Really?
I'm just saying. But see, you on the special part of the West Side, Nate. So it's all good. All right. So have you ever had the cheese curds at Buffalo Wild Wings?
No.
Why
No.
not?
I eat the wings or I eat a burger. That's it.
You ain't never tried the
Yeah.
cheese curds. The
No.
fried cheese curds.
No, that's battling you up. That's a laxative waiting to happen.
Oh, y'all, so what is the matter? What?
Look, when I'm out
I
All
like
right, all right, all right. Hey, look, y'all. I would like for y'all to one time just get out of your comfort zones. And for all of y'all that are out here listening, I hope y'all do this too. Go to Buffalo Wild Wings and order some fried cheese curds, and then get a dipping sauce, a, a most particular dipping sauce. Get the caramel dipping sauce. Hey,
so you lost
y'all,
me. You lost me.
so you got
You lost-
fried cheese and caramel.
hot cheese and caramel. Jay, make that face, Jay. Do it again. You see what you did? Somebody told me about this, and I was like, "You got to be out of your mind. That does
Yeah.
not sound like it
Yeah.
goes."
We not doing that.
Jay, to hold it,
Mhm.
hold it, stop. I made a whole video about this. Jay, this is one of the most delicious things you will ever eat in your
I mean,
life. It's
I
delicious.
heard chocolate covered crickets are good too.
Jay,
I
I
never
did the
found out.
same thing you did, Jay. I'm making the faces. I'm like, "Ugh." I'm doing all the gorking. I'm doing all of that mess.
Can you do it? Not gonna be able to do. Can you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do.
Right.
Why can't you
I'm
do,
already tell you anyway, I'm not gonna do it because I don't like caramel. So I'm
bro?
that's
Y'all listen to me, y'all. It ain't what I don't like caramel. Look, man, I promise y'all, I will never lead y'all astray. I'm a great leader, and I wouldn't do nothing that I will never put y'all out there and get y'all in trouble. Y'all got to try this one time. If y'all are out there in TV land listening to me, try it. Fried cheese curds and melted caramel dipping sauce.
Mhm.
Y'all, listen to me. This is one of the greatest things y'all ever gonna taste in y'all life. I swear to you, I'm just like y'all. Nope, can't do it, won't do it. Bruh, went in there one day and just decided that's it. Dude told me he gonna pay for the curd, but he said if you like it, you gotta buy them yourself. Went in there, bought that goddamn things was good. It was better than anything I've ever tasted in my life. Bruh, I promise y'all gotta try fried cheese curds and caramel. I'm telling y'all. I wish somebody would get on here and just vouch for me. That shit is so good.
They vouching for you ain't gonna change our mind.
Yeah.
Bro, lactose. Oh my god. Everybody, what is the matter? Ain't no real man in America no more. This fool over here talk about he lactose intolerant.
Another thing, ain't nobody trying to tear their stomach up.
Ain't nobody gonna
Like,
tear their stomach up. It's good.
uh, uh. Cheese and caramel don't go together, bro.
But let me tell you something, Jay. You're absolutely right.
Yep. And that's why I'm not gonna eat it
But
because I
like he said,
respect
if
you.
he eat,
No,
if
Jay.
he,
No, you got. Listen to me. I told you I agree with everything you said until I tried it.
See, you know what you're being
It's
right now, right?
so good. It's good, Jay.
but,
Jay, it's
but
good.
why you gonna have somebody who lactose eat a whole bunch of cheese for it?
Ain't nobody talking to Art's lactose ass. He can't eat it.
You know what I'm saying? You
He
don't
said
care.
he can't have enough.
So,
Hey,
uh, what does it say right here? Because you being a bad roommate. One that respects your personal beliefs and space, man. I don't believe that cheese and caramel go together. Cheese and caramel don't go together, family. We can't do that,
but,
man. Sorry.
hey. I hope somebody around the way sees this and they respond back to agree. I'm telling y'all, man,
You're not gonna see it
it's
for 3 days because they on the toilet if you eat that. Because you gotta pass. It takes
yeah,
3 days
man.
to
He's
pass
so
that.
stupid. He's out here on the toilet.
The caramel locks up. Like, chill. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on to come out.
No,
The cheese
man,
already
y'all
locked it up.
crazy. That shit is so
Yeah, I
Jay,
know. I know.
good.
they under the covers with the covers going up every time,
You
every
get
5 minutes.
it?
They farting away.
Horrible roommate. Horrible roommate, bro. I'm gonna have to get the industrial fan and keep it on your side. Like, just keep blow the air on your side. It gotta stay
Oh
over there.
wow, that's madness, yo. He blaming
No,
the
what's
he
bad is
blaming
that
the
you trying to get
second
us to
woman.
get some. Yo, you didn't even say go to a restaurant that specializes in cheese and whatnot. You literally said go to Buffalo
Buffalo
Wild Wings.
Wild Wings. I
They are
said go
known
to
for their wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'm not going to Buffalo Wild Wings to get any
Yo,
no fried
all
cheese.
y'all out there, if there's a Buffalo Wild Wings by y'all, hey,
Don't get the fried cheese.
try it. Try it. Try it once. If you like cheese curds, just get the dipping sauce. Just try. I promise. If you try it,
And
I'm telling
I'm
y'all,
gonna be honest with you.
y'all want to order a second order of them. That's how
Just
good it is.
just based off of
Watch.
word association,
Watch.
just based off of word association, cheese curd and turd sounds too close together. I can't do it. I can't do it. I
You really,
eat
yo,
cheese
you
curd.
really pissing off a lot of people out there. They like
I ain't
cheese
making nobody
curd.
mad. You're the only one who eats it, bro. You're the
This
only one who ever
look
ate
here,
that.
bro. I know that we got subscribers. I know we got people that watch us, and I know they do what I do. They go to Buffalo Wild Wings and they eat cheese curd.
For the
Y'all
wings.
need to
Yo,
speak up, and
you are less than
Make
you are
Jay
point.
the curd turd, cause he don't
Yo,
want to believe.
nah, that's what you're gonna have. You're gonna have cheese curd turds coming out you with caramel.
You so stupid,
You better get the
dude.
Parmesan wings and be all right.
You dumb. Hey man, Jay, just do
What?
me a favor, Jay. If you
What?
get there and you got an opportunity, just ask somebody to let you try it.
I'm not walking
Come
up to
on,
somebody's
bro.
table talking about, hey man, my
Why?
uncle said I should try one of those cheese curds. Can I try one?
Why wouldn't you ask?
Because you know what? North Carolina's an open carry state. I'm not asking
Mhm.
nobody for their food.
All right, Jay.
You gonna get
You
me
gonna
shot in the
miss
pinky
out
toe.
though when you
I'm
gonna be a
missing.
old bald headed with two braids in your hair wearing motherfucker, and you go one day and say, "I remember when Unc told me about the
And
cheese
and
curd,"
I'm gonna
and
call
then
I'm gonna
you
call
gonna be
you up.
too old because you ain't got no flavor
Nope,
buds on your tongue to try
it's all
it, and
right.
you're gonna be
I'm gonna
mad at
call you
like,
up and I'm gonna tell you I'm still not eating that. It's nasty. That's
You
it.
missing out, bro. Y'all missing. Hey,
I
for
could
the rest of
definitely
y'all out there, don't miss out. Cheese curds and caramel. Try it, man. Watch. Come back, tell
listen.
me. Come back on the show and be like, D Rigger, you such the man. You
So,
know what you're talking about, man.
what kind of
Watch.
accent was that?
I don't know, but it's gonna be
Okay, I get
different.
it. I get it. I respect that. But yo, family, we need y'all to let us know, man. Go to Buffalo Wild Wings, man. Try the cheese curds, turds, and let us know with the caramel sauce,
Don't
and let us know if
curse,
it's
bro. What
real.
are you making? What's the matter with you, bro?
What's the matter with you? But we're gonna leave that alone.
Ooh.
So you know how we always do before we end the show, man. We like to end it with a quote, end it with a saying, send you off on a positive, blessed way to end your day, to end your night, and start your day. So Nate, would you be so blessed and set it off tonight? Bless us with the first comment, words of justice for the night.
They'll be out there fighting your roommates with boxing gloves.
Oh man,
Yo,
yo,
oh.
man, it's hard to follow up with that one. Um, Other people's opinions of you are none of your business because people only see what they want to see in you. So just do what you do, bro. You know what I mean? What you got for the people?
No, man, like usual, everybody need health, wealth, security, and joy. But today, I'm going to leave you with a quote from Michael Jackson. Tell him that it's human nature.
Hey, and on that note, man, we appreciate everybody who tapped in and tuned us to the sound of our voices, yo. We hope you learned something. We hope you had some fun, you was entertained, and you ended your night a beautiful way. Shout out to everybody in the comments who left the comment and stuff like that. You kept the show rocking and rolling. We appreciate y'all, yo. Make sure you tapping and tune in this Wednesday for the virtual Man Cave podcast with the whole crew as we do what we always do. Make you laugh and keep you entertained. And don't forget on Thursdays we got MLB with Nate the Great, yo. And on that note, peace, love, and soul, y'all. We out of here.